Yeah. He made the excellent routine.
100.
And it did look very routine this afternoon in his demolition of Ross Smith. He's only lost 3 legs so far this weekend. He swept Dirk van Duijvenbode aside. Admittedly, Dirk was poor.
140. Luke, you require 121.
This for a 2-0 lead to the 11 seconds. And he's dragged it low. I don't think he liked it.
Wessel, you require 66.
Wash your mouth out, Luke. Treble 10. Or treble 6. That's not too bad. Leaves 48. There's a couple of options. Double 16. Oh,
50.
wow.
Luke,
Well, that
you
was
require
closer
40.
to the treble than the dart at the single.
Game shown the second leg.
Well,
Luke Humphries.
there's a pattern developing here, isn't there? Wessel Nijman is giving himself an opportunity. He is not taking that opportunity, and Luke Humphries is stepping in to shut the door.
$100.
He wasn't trying anything funky there, Wessel. Some players might bring in the 18s and the ball just to try and get to a finish of some sort.
140.
Excellent response from Coolhand. 41 left after 9.
$97. Luke, you require 41.
For an 11 darter. Double 16, the route of choice this time.
9.
Not quite. Leans over to check if it was in, but
Wessel, you require
looked
76.
quite career off the first dart.
For a level game. Get 1 dart. A double top.
56.
Didn't like
Luke,
it.
you
Didn't like the
require
outcome.
52.
Probably won't like the outcome of this visit.
Game shown
No, he
the
certainly
fourth
won't.
leg. Luke Humphries.
That's a 3rd break of throw in a row in this game, and Luke Humphries just asserting
Fifth
himself
leg,
once
and Luke
more.
to third field.
Difficult to argue that he was the outright deserving player for the other 3, but he had his chances. You're right.
140.
Take your chances. And look what that scoreboard does to your opponent. Look what pressure that puts on them.
60.
Saw it from Peter Wright earlier, didn't we? We beat Dave Chisney. He was just gobbling up all of these opportunities that came his way. It is another incredible scoring leg from Luke Humphries here. He averaged 104 earlier on against Ross Smith. He's surpassing that at the moment. And it's largely down to his
140.
First 9 darts.
Luke, you require 36.
10 dart possibility.
Game
Luke
shown the
Humphries
fifth
finds
leg.
double 18.
Luke Humphries.
That is truly world class. That is the Luke Humphries A game right there. And he leads this tie 4 legs to 1.
Job isn't done just yet. Luke Humphries has been in very strong positions like this in the Premier League on a couple of occasions, and games have got away from him this year.
170. $39. Wessel, you require 51.
This leg's probably getting away from him. Double 16.
19.
2 more missed chances, but he will return to the board.
Yeah, and while he is going to get more opportunities, Wessel Nijman's just having his best little period of scoring in the game. You don't want it to just get bogged down by taking 2 or 3 visits to hit the double. You just want to keep this going. Keep that good feeling going. Keep hitting that treble 20. You've got to win the leg first. And he does.
On the 6th leg.
14 darter, good response.
Wessel's talent suggests that he is a top 16 player in waiting.
60.
At the very least, maybe even more.
But this is the world #1. It's the 25 to leave 160. He'll have a crack at that to re-establish that cushion.
140. Luke, you require 160.
To keep Nijman at arm's length and go within a leg of the semis.
100.
2 legs running, he's missed the dart at the end of a combo.
Wessel, you require 104.
This could have been over by now.
Treble 16. Needed that to leave double 18.
52.
Grimace from Wessel. Humphries returns for a 13 dart break perhaps. Up for double 5. He hits double 5. Luke Humphries knows that could potentially be a fatal blow to Nijman's hopes.
140.
This is the best display we've seen from Wessel all weekend. And it might come in defeat because Luke Humphries
100.
is galloping to the finish line.
It's got to be excellent, this visit. And it's not. And so Humphries can do what he wants. He may well start on the bullseye here.
121.
Treble 13. Leaves double 16. Oh.
89.
Well, Luke Humphries, the only thing that's been missing in this game for him is hitting those darts at the end of combinations. He might well win this with a highest checkout of 40. That's why he's laughing, because he's threatened so much more. The last 3 legs, the 107, the 160, and they're the 121. But he's going to get more match darts, and he's going to get a place in the semis.
Double 8s. Luke Humphries does book his place in the semi-finals of the International Darts Open. A high-quality performance from Cool Hand, his second of the day, a 103 average. Wessel Nijman played well, maybe not his A game, but that's the best we've seen from him all weekend. It's got Rob Owen and Nick Kenny that saw Sedlacek have to journey back to Calcutta.
85.
And he's become something of a Q-School expert. He's got it sussed. And he'll be on the tour for this year and next year.
Yeah, it was a brutal run, wasn't it? As we were all watching that battle between the 2 Welshmen to see who was going to keep the card. In the end, they both did, and it was Carroll who missed out.
100.
And it was a Welshman that actually knocked him out in round 1 in Rhys Griffin. I don't think he'll be visiting too often. Bunting looking to visit double 12, and that's a much better third leg. An 11 darter. Normal service is being resumed.
$97.
Bunting. His tournament average still well over a ton. And on the back of darts like that, it's probably going to stay there.
$84. Stephen, you require 81.
Double 12.
69.
Can't win this leg in 4 visits, but he's miles in front of Sedlacek.
Yeah. Evil Charlie will not be pleased
57.
with this leg of darts. He's
Stephen,
still
you
not down to a
require 12.
finish. The Bunting with time. Pins the double 6 right in the middle.
Sidlet Carroll to throw first. $140. Carroll, you require 121.
When he's considering his options, he did go down for treble 17, which suggests to me he would have gone for the bullseye at the end, but calculated risk in that scenario. Bunting back on 161.
Require 161.
The bullet has had a big fish this weekend. He's not going to add a 161 to it at this moment.
57. Carroll, you require 24.
Well, they left double 12. Oh, that was a wild dart.
18.
And that one is the wrong side of the wire. So a leg that Sedlacek looked in absolute cruise control. All of a sudden, the bullet might be about to pounce. That's a great dart. That is a wonderful dart that leads to another ton-plus out for Bunting. And that could be a crucial moment in this quarter-final tie.
why these are incredibly difficult tournaments to win.
Yeah, I had reference earlier on to the fact that he did say in his interview about coming back tomorrow. I genuinely think he thought he was coming back tomorrow. A little bit shocked when he realised he'd be back on again tonight.
125. Stephen, you acquire 121.
Right. Is there another ton plus out coming for the bullet? Well, there might just be. There might just be.
85.
Well, that was way off target, but he'll be back for that double 18.
$140. Stephen, you acquire 36.
Josh Rock will be in action next up against Nathan Aspinall. As Stephen Bunting decides to split, leave double 8.
20. Cavalier acquires 70.
Well, that was a risk. And that's a great dart. Can he hit the double? Oh,
60.
no. And this is where it's going wrong for Sedlacek at the moment. He cannot find the
Stephen,
doubles.
you acquire 16.
Nearer to the metal number, but that was straight in at double 8. In the second leg that Sedlacek won, it's been a case of him trying to cling on. He's given Stephen very little to worry
98.
about.
$105.
Well, what a way to set up a match-winning opportunity. His fourth max, and it looks all over
121
for the man from Czechia.
Stephen, you acquire 24.
Great setup from Carroll, but he's relying on snookers now to come back. And Stephen Bunting does not afford any more opportunities to Carroll Sedlacek, who's had a very brave run to the quarterfinals of the International Darts Open. He's played some fantastic stuff, but he faltered quite drastically in that quarterfinal. Stephen Bunting wasn't at his best, below par compared to his 2 performances already, but he was comfortable. He has done enough to get the job done against Carroll Sedlacek, winning by 6 legs to 2.
Yeah, Rock consistent last year on the Pro Tour, made 3 finals, won just one of them, but then he also won in the Netherlands on the European Tour.
140.
That was a quickly thrown last start from Rock.
For a 12-darter and a breaker throw. Doesn't need to go in this visit, though. Which is interesting why he started on the 20s.
48.
Not the most convincing visit, that, was it?
No. Josh Rock is some way off the levels we've seen from it. It's still early days in this game, but it's only a race to 6 in the quarterfinals, remember. We're not extending the format till the semis. It's not like he's got more time with which to play. Oh dear, he's missed a big number here. Second time in this match that Nathan Aspinall has missed a big number.
41.
Cost him a go at the double in the opening leg, and he lost that leg. Could it cost him here? 2 tops?
114.
Well, it's a valiant effort,
You require 32.
but it might be in vain if Aspinall can eventually tidy up the 32 points he needs.
Games on a third leg.
Which he does.
Nathan Aspinall.
So it is a break in favour.
Nathan to throw first.
The Euro Tour, he was earning money from it, but he was never going as far as his talent perhaps should have taken him. Just didn't seem to figure out the recipe for it. Well, maybe he's cracked it. And there's only a very small number of players in history who've won back-to-back Euro Tour titles. There's only 5.
Yeah, I saw you tweeted about that earlier on. And again, he's not under any real pressure at the minute. So he can pick his route.
53.
And he will leave double 16 again with Rock only just halfway through the leg. So this has not been the Rock that we've seen over the last couple of days.
Nathan, you require 32.
It's for a 3-1 lead.
He's a lot more stop-start in this game than he has been so far this weekend. In fact, this week. But it doesn't stop him hitting his targets, doesn't stop him racking up a third leg in a row, and that's the best leg of the match. By some distance, actually, a 13-darter. He was having to work so hard to create these chances up against a very good Andrew Gilding, and he was taking them. They were hard chances. But it's a different, very different game, this. And Nathan Aspinall is showing no mercy whatsoever.
Oh, he's on a charge here. Very similar to the one that he went on earlier on against Gerwin Price. That saw him come back from 5-2 down. Oh, this is magical. That would have been superb had he taken it out. It doesn't matter at the moment. He will be back, but Josh Rock is feeling the heat okay here.
140. Nathan, you require 8.
Well, making a mockery of those head-to-head stats, isn't he, Nathan Aspinall here? 4 games and 4 defeats to Josh Rock. Looks like payback time here. And even with the stopping and the starting. Nathan Aspinall pin double 2. Yes, he can.
Nathan Aspinall.
Well, I tell you what, it's a lesson here in how to deal with frustration, because Josh Rock has let it overcome him a bit. Nathan Aspinall is dealing with the frustration of that technical issue, that dartitis kind of thing that he's got for years now. And he has learnt to deal with that frustration, and he has managed to take out an important little visit. He was getting messy and nervy, and he's managed to ignore the obvious frustrations of that and just concentrate on giving himself the best chance hitting the double, which he's done. That's why he's 5-1 up.
Is Aspinall going to let him get out of this situation? I don't think he is. He's not in the mood, is he, Nathan?
140.
There he is. Peter. Oh, it's not him. Nice haircut, though.
Can he thread one between those? He can. He's a 1 treble combo. Josh Rock has only had 3 darts at double in this whole match. He's about to get a 4th. And he can't take his chance, and that might be that. Because you fancy Aspinall to get a match dart here. Needs a treble with one of his first 2 darts. Just in the single 12 leads tops.
Just over the top. So a match start has been and gone. Rocky's still in it. But I need a Rocky-like comeback here.
For Nathan Aspinall. His first 9 average in this is astronomical. It is close to 130. So that means, on average, after 3 visits to the board, Nathan Aspinall is on a 1 treble combo finish. That's why he's had 3 times the number of darts at double in this game than Josh Rock has had.
58. Nathan, you require 100.
Well, he missed the match start in the last leg. Is he going to get another one here to wrap it up in style? 101 he needs. Level 19. Not quite, but he will be back. So it's all about the layup, and the layup.
84.
Well, quite the number he was after, but
60. Nathan, you require 17.
17 then to wrap up a spot in the semi-finals.
No.
Wowzers.
Josh, you require.
Well, he's hitting that 20 segment even when he doesn't want it. He can smile, he can afford to. And he can still afford to. And Josh Rock looks around with an accusing glare at somebody in the crowd. And maybe there was something that distracted him. But it's the previous 7.5 legs that have been the issue. A change of tack for Nathan Aspinall. Gets to double 4, takes out double 4, and the Asp beats Josh Rock for the first time in his career. He's managed to score 105 in 3 visits to the board.
140.
It will get better.
It might not. But if it doesn't, it won't last long for Peter Wright.
80.
Schindler used to never beat him.
87.
One point, he was played 13, lost 12. But he did win the most recent meeting, and it was his first on a big stage against Peter Wright that he's managed to win.
69.
Went for the double 9 rather than splitting. He may come back and split. He's going to have time, you would think.
That's better, but probably too little too late. He is splitting. Leaves double 4. Fourth time of asking, Martin Schindler breaks the throw in the first leg of this quarter-final contest. Could have been an 11-darter in the first leg.
Martin, you require 96.
Double 18. Double 9. You've been here before.
87.
Once again, Martin Schindler is going to have to tidy it up, but he's got the time to do it.
Six. Martin, you require
Peter Wright down to a finish, but a very large one. So Martin Schindler may get extra opportunities, doesn't need them. Double 4, saving his bacon.
And again. Surprising. But goes to the ball to leave 120.
Martin, you require 120.
Only a ton for Wright. Martin Schindler wants Shanghai for a dozen darter. Doesn't manage to get through and find treble 20. Had the option of 2 bulls, but with Peter Wright on 160, opted against it.
Could he? Where's this gone from? And what's it going to do to this game? Peter Wright, out of nowhere, gets the third leg. But that's it. In the bullseye in.
64.
Yeah, gets him to a 2-darter.
How many of Peter Wright's darts have gone into that treble 1 bed?
83.
Picks off a treble in the end, but this has been such a struggle. When you consider how well he played against Chiz this afternoon. It's a night and day performance, but he will come back.
57. Peter require 98.
The only thing that's been good so far for Peter Wright is his doubling. He's 1 out of 1. Can he make it 2 out of 2? Did he change his mind? Don't think so. Just wasn't feeling comfortable. He did the right thing by stopping, but he couldn't do the right thing by hitting the double.
Double 10. 4-1 Martin Schindler. It's another break of throw. He is 2 legs away from the finish line. Was Wright about to address the hockey to throw again?
Was just a little drinks break for Martin Schindler there. Broke up the rhythm.
Another treble 1.
83.
He started this leg with a 180. Peter Wright will be a little disappointed. He's only down to 153 after 9 darts. Schindler's going to leave tops, or he might leave double 10 here. It'll be so high. Yep, that's what's happened.
160. Peter required 153.
Well, this has been a very odd performance from Peter Wright. has raised his level, but still languishing behind Schindler, who moves within one of a place in the semi-final, and a matchup with Nathan Aspinall.
But the odd good visit here and there has not been enough. It's been the consistency of the 2 treble visits from Shindy. Doesn't oblige by producing another there, but he's constantly being good. Peter Wright has not been good enough, often enough, nowhere near often enough in this game.
405. Martin Unicorn 150.
Reasonable enough setup. But if Peter Wright gets this, will Martin Schindler maybe start to twitch?
60.
He's looking at tops double 18. Schindler to come back. More match darts coming. Martin Schindler takes it out, and his defence of the International Darts Open title continues to the semi-final. It was a dreadful start to the game for Peter Wright, and despite hitting a 160 checkout, he never truly recovered.
Yeah, big scoring Bunting. He's in again. Not happy with that second dart, though. Just has to move along the hockey.
100.
Down to a finish after 12.
$59.
He's not,
Stephen
so
Iwakwaya,
advantage Bunting.
120.
Lovely first dart, climbs the ladder, tops for 2-1.
80.
See what, a few of his darts at double have missed by quite a distance, haven't they?
Only 1 from 6 so far, and he will come back for tops.
140.
Scoring's been good, the doubling's suspect. Can't afford to miss opportunities like these. And he hasn't done. Skipped a few Pro Tours this year, didn't play in Göttingen last time out, and won't be going to Munich either. Telling me he's going to be enjoying his 40th birthday celebrations instead.
Well, nothing wrong with that. Might be celebrating it with his first European Tour title.
100.
His birthday this week, isn't it? I think he says it Wednesday, I think he said. 90 then, to hold throw. Going to be 1 dart at double 5 for 2-2.
80.
Normally pretty reliable up there. And a bit of a trudge as he goes to get his darts, because Bunting here looking for a 13 dart break of throw, and he delivers a 13 dart break of throw. The bullet has the early advantage here in Riesa. Well, we asked the same question until a couple of weeks ago about Nathan Aspinall, and he might be about to go 2-2.
135.
The old Hughes' voice is starting to quiver a little bit, isn't it?
No wonder.
140.
He's having to raise it significantly and often. Maybe needs a cooling ice cream to refresh his throat.
125.
Good visit.
Stephen Iwakwaya,
But
41.
Bunting is first in again. Double 16. 4-1. This has been an outstanding start. Best leg of the match so far from Bunting.
The face of a man who has definitely done a double session.
Great dart from the bullet. Down to a ton after 9. Big crowds in here. Riesa, it's always a well-attended event, this. Look at that, what a sight.
100.
All in, enjoying the darts. Shot still on. We go now for treble 15. That is a wild dart. Got to be careful here, because Humphries is going to get a shot at 167.
34. Luke
Won't get a go at the bullseye, but Stephen Bunting, after being on a ton with 9 darts thrown, may only get 1 dart at double from this.
Yeah, this is a key moment, isn't it? Humphries is waiting. Well, he's tidied it up to leave 1 at tops, and just never felt he was in control of that visit there. Well, there's one of the breaks that he needs, and all of a sudden that bright start from Bunting seems to be evaporating. Sent Luke Humphries' career into the stratosphere. 7 titles in 3 years he's collected on the greatest tour in professional sport.
.57.
Not what he wanted there.
125.
Bunting will start on the bull, and he will stay there. Oh, he's too accurate for his own good.
109.
You see that shot more often than you think. Luke Humphries not going to get the greatest 138.
Stephen, you require 16.
Well, those first 2, and there was plenty more room in there as well. Can he now find a slightly bigger target of double leg? Yes, he can. 5-4 he leads. Got to hold throw twice more, and he'll be in the final here.
.140.
Great grouping again, and he's putting Humphries under the pressure here.
41.
Bunting just checks where he's at, where his opponent's
100.
at. He's down to a finish again. That's better from the world number 1. A frustrating spell of the game.
121.
He's hit it again.
81.
Oh, he's hitting the ball. Strides didn't go for treble 7 there. This is an important 80 though, isn't it? Single, single, double.
Gauge on the 10th leg. Luke Humphries. 11th leg, Stephen a third first.
Had some dramatic games here in Riesa. Oh, in for another one. Another max for Luke Humphries. Well, if he's boiling inside, he's letting his darts do the talking at the minute.
58.
Destined to go all the way. Luke Humphries seeking an 11 dart leg. Double 16. We are going all the way. It is a 1-leg shootout between the world number 1 and the now world number 4. Stephen Bunting has overhauled Rob Cross in the world rankings. Couldn't hit a 9, could he?
Well, he nearly had one earlier on. What a way to win it. Well, Humphries is hitting him back with plenty of his own. Well, this would be darting brilliance. Can he take out the 141 for a spot in the final? Now it's all about winning the leg. That will help.
83.
It's advantage to the bullet.
Well, this is some effort from Luke Humphries. Left 45 after 9 in the last leg and won it. He's left 46 after 9 and might not get a go because Stephen Bunting now has 2 darts at double top, and he seals his place in the International Darts Open final. More Bunting brilliance in Germany this week, and what a few days it could be for the Bullet. Victory in Berlin in the Premier League could swiftly be followed by a first ever European Tour victory. Luke Humphries has been absolutely brilliant this weekend.
Nobody will remember that if he goes and wins it. Nobody will care.
Correct. On the width of a wire, you can't believe that one of them hasn't gone in.
Bullseye's an option here. But I think he liked that little wall he built the other side of the treble 19. He thought he could find the treble, and he did.
He did. And he's a country mile in front here.
45. Nathan, you require 88.
Schindler, slow start. 4 darts missed in the opening leg. Aspinall needs tops again. Doesn't want to end up inside the single 10 there, so that's a cautious dart, knowing he'll be back.
Considering this is the German #1, the most successful German player in history, playing in his part of the world, quite a subdued atmosphere, isn't it? 4,000 fans here in Riesa.
Yeah. It's not to go the 5s route and tidies up nicely for a 2-0 lead.
Here, can't get anything going at the moment. He'll be grateful that it is a slightly extended format, so he's got a little bit more time with which to play.
61.
The treble 7's taking some hammering, isn't it, in this opening few legs here? Can Aspinall deliver a 2 treble visit and get down to a big finish? Might do. Not quite.
100.
It's important here Schindler doesn't get broken again. It's the better visit. Well, we saw a sleepy giraffe earlier on. That is not a sleepy giraffe.
Second max.
140.
No, it's not.
180.
Martin Schindler, 1 treble combo, should start on the treble 20. Just can't find the treble.
94. Nathan, you require.
Not happening, is it, at the moment? 64 then for a 3-0 lead. Great first start. 2 at +8. Only needs the 1. This is impressive stuff from the Asp. Near silence as he collects his darts from the board. 3-0 leads.
So it's 5.5 years since Nathan Aspinall beat Martin Schindler, because as you said, he's lost the last 3. No trebles, no option. No trebles, no hope for Martin Schindler in this game. He needs to start scoring better because Nathan Aspinall is just overpowering him. This time he picks the dart up off the floor and completes the 180.
Second of the match. Puts him down to a finish. And Schindler here is in danger of losing his title without landing a glove. If Asp can take this out, he's over halfway to the 7 he needs. Might only be 1 at the bull. It is 1 at the bull for 4-0.
62.
Well, he landed it in the last leg decided with Gerwyn Price earlier on. He couldn't land it there. That's more like it. Single. Now he's going back upstairs for tops. Yes, Martin, yes! A little bit of passion from the German. I just think that comeback against Price, you don't want to say someone's name's on the title, but it was remarkable how he turned that game around.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, it was perhaps not as big a comeback against Gary Anderson in Göttingen, but he still had to come from behind and produce some incredible stuff to do it. He's 81 after 9.
$137. Nathan, you require 81.
Schindler is on a finish. Can Aspinall tidy this one up? Again, could be. Oh no, he's got the treble. That leaves him across the board, and he gets double 13, and he's getting fired up now. Someone whistling, trying to put him off. He's not having it, Aspinall. It's a good visit here. Could be 6-1 in front.
140.
You're right about the sorry, Dan. You're right about the crowd, though. We go to some places in Germany, it would be a cauldron, wouldn't it, in here?
Well, yes, but Martin Schindler's not really given him anything to get excited about, has he? Had he done so, they might be a bit more vocal, but Nathan Aspinall is keeping him quiet. He's keeping him quiet by scoring brilliantly, finishing well, and keeping the dinky darter of Deutschland right under his thumb. Double 10. Ooh, would have been another 4-visit leg.
The dinky data of Deutschland.
Well, in.
Oh, that fella.
Yeah.
Okay. One dart. Oh, he just hit the single for tops.
36.
Not happening. Shakes his fist at the board. It's not the ball's fault, Martin.
What a marker. Which he uses to perfection. Nathan Aspinall. You look at Nathan Aspinall's Euro Tour career, the amount of quarterfinals and semi-finals in which he's played, and he has suffered really disappointing exits where he's not done himself justice. All of a sudden, brilliant in Göttingen and brilliant here. And Gerwyn Price, of course, who's won 3 in a row at one point. Well, the first maximum for Martin Schindler, but it feels like the final death throes of Martin Schindler's title defence here in Riesa.
Yeah, and look, nobody wants to lose, but it's the manner of the defeat that'll hurt more than the defeat itself, I think. Unless he can produce a miracle of his own. It's the treble. That leaves double 11. It's another missed start, and it might be his last one.
Nathan, you require 126.
To reach the final and guarantee a brand new winner of the International Darts Open. To give himself a chance of going back-to-back on the Euro Tour. Double 6 for Nathan Aspinall. Not just yet.
Hold fire.
11.
It was close. 11 in bits. Double 4 to stay in it, to keep the faintest of hopes alive.
And from the 8th leg, Martin Schindler. 9th leg, Martin to throw first. Game on.
Well, it's a good leg of darts from Martin Schindler, a 14-darter, but it was kind of a sullen trudge to the board to retrieve it, because I'm not sure that the defending champion thinks that this is a possibility.
Flowing through him.
Oh, 139.
This just adds to the annoyance, doesn't it, for Schindler, that he has now started delivering some goods. But if he can get to 3, then who knows? He's going to get a look at 97.
89.
Last start from
97.
Schindler then. Great first start. Tops. Ooh, double 10. Well, that might be one miss too many.
Nathan, you require 92.
Mr. Aspinall, tear down this wall. Double 16. Next door, double 8. 7-2 demolition of the defending champ.
76.
The weight goes on for the Asp.
Martin, you require 10.
Right, Martin Schindler. Aspinall has just started to falter. It's going to be one dart at double 2 to stay in it.
And from the 9th leg, Martin Schindler.
It sets up a grandstand finish when it looked that this guy was going to be in. And now he's giving it plenty. Huge visit from the Asp.
He is furious that he has not closed this out already. He had a dart to win this 7-1, remember. He had 2 more darts to win it 7-2. Ton 40. If he can get that, he leaves a 2-darter. Should be getting it from there. He could get even more. Oh, look at this, Nathan Aspinall, proper stuff. Just when it looked like he was in danger, he's got himself another chance to win it.
You put Aspinall is back to the wall. Well, the wall has left double 1. He hit it in the last leg. Will he get a go at it? Nathan Aspinall can see the funny side of that. He's just hit 2 maximums now. Can he take out the 60 to win it? There might be some noise from the crowd here. It's tops for a second successive final. Now it's double 10. Big, deep breath. Aspinall is there. He's seen off Schindler. There will be no retaining of the title. A handshake between the two. A smile from Aspinall. And Nathan Aspinall is looking to go back-to-back on the European Tour. He missed darts to win it 7-1. He was starting to get a little bit nervy. But Aspinall's class came right to the fore. 2 maximums in that deciding leg that wrapped it up for him. For Schindler, disappointment, couldn't quite make it to a second successive final. He raises a glass to the crowd. It's Aspinall against Bunting in the final. Well, they're going to be going Bunting mental if Bunting does get his hands on that first title.
96.
Aspinall has got designs on a second successive European Tour title in Germany.
These similarities as well. Statistically, it's their both players' 3rd European Tour final. It's both players' 15th Pro Tour final overall, and that's including the Players' Championship events on the floor and the European Tours.
90. Stephen, you require 100.
This for 2-0. Good first start and a good second one as well. The bullet adds to his tally. Aspinall looking to kickstart his final push.
60.
It's advantage to Stephen Bunting at the moment. Go back even to his first game. Labanauskas had him on the ropes, didn't he? Had a
64.
Load of trouble, lucky day on double 3.
146.
Well, the 9-darter would be a welcome cross-off on their bingo cards. Had a couple of close efforts. It's been all needed 2 in the green bit.
Stephen,
it's a little bit frustrated
78.
early on here, the Asp.
25 and bull, surely.
38.
Had to try and group those last darts as close together as possible. Wasn't able to manage it. This for a break of throw. Might only get 1 dart. Oh, that's probably the worst possible dart he could have thrown. He'll have to go 13 or treble. If it's 13, he'll need to go back to the bull, and it looks entirely blocked.
He needs to bend this one like Beckham.
Games on the 3rd leg. Nathan Aspinall.
Might just be his night. Even he can't understand how he got that one on the bullseye there, but he got it in. Outstanding finish from the Asp. He made it hard. Well, that makes it all the more sweeter, and it is, as you said, a break back. So we're back on throw here. Until Thursday night, hadn't mustered a single win on the Premier League circuit. What a difference a few days can make. Not only did he pick up a nightly win in Berlin, he's now closing in on a first title. But this fella had plenty to say about it.
Stephen, you require
said it many times. You put his back to the wall, he'll come out fighting. That looks inviting. Oh, he's unlucky there. Needed the green bit.
111.
Well, the last time Stephen Bunting had 125, he hit 2 bullseyes. It was too accurate. I don't know if he was spooked, maybe. That second dart wasn't particularly close. 11 darter maybe for Aspinall. He might end this on the bull. Nathan Aspinall gets the bullseye.
Nathan Aspinall.
2 legs he's won have been on the red bit in the middle, just as Stephen Bunting was poised on double 7. Aspinall breaks back with his best leg of the match. And after 9 darts, he's not half the 501. Bunting leaves himself on the champagne 132, but won't have to entertain going the bullseye route.
97. Stephen, you require
Nathan not on a finish.
60.
Well, it's like not put to bed just yet. Got to get 2 trebles, you feel, here. That looks an inviting first dart, but he can't just
60.
Only 60.
Stephen, you require 72.
So this for yet another break of throw.
Double 16.
40. Nathan, you require 130.
Well, we get 2 bites. Not the treble he needs. Looking frustrated. Looks a bit bedraggled, doesn't he? Like you said, with a zip down on the shirt. Got to get the treble. Gets it. Not another bullseye. It is another bullseye. Outstanding. On that little red bit, Nathan Aspinall can't miss it at the moment. 3 says, yes, 3 on the bull. Are we watching the pivotal moments of this final?
140. $140. Stephen, you require 81.
Stephen Bunting has already hit 111 darter. Won't get it this time.
56.
Bunting can't go bull
Nathan,
crazy like Aspinall.
140.
He's hit the 130. Can he hit the 140? Dear. Don't throw it away. Might still be important.
40. Stephen,
Right.
you require 25.
Bunting then for a break and a bit of daylight.
Game shot on the 8th leg. Stephen Bunting.
This is a dream position for Bunting. He's going to get to a finish first. He could break and throw for the match.
100.
Well, it was a contest early on. But Bunting now is trying to turn this into a procession. But Aspinall's going to put him
140.
under a little bit of pressure here.
Stephen, you require 81.
This to move within 1 of victory. Oh, great dart. 2 12s. Ooh.
57.
Well, Aspinall did apply some pressure and he's going to get a chance here.
So 16 for double. Nathan Aspinall will never ever give in.
Nathan Aspinall. 11th leg, Stephen
Reduces the deficit to 2.
But right now they need more than ever. Only
45.
1 break in it. And then more twists and turns to come.
140.
Been quite a period, hasn't it, for Stephen Bunting? Made it to the semi-finals at the Worlds, included in the Premier League. Back on the World Series of Darts, got his first win there. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. How's your luck?
39.
Well, that could be costly.
Desperately unfortunate. And Stephen Bunting
136.
tramples all over Aspinall. Talk about kicking a man when he's down.
60. Stephen, you require 40.
That last dart felt resigned.
The old third dart killer, just as Aspinall was starting to hope he might get a chance. Now he's got to go perfect. He reeled off 4 on the spin to beat Gerwyn Price when he trailed 5-2, survived a few match darts en route. Aspinall is still alive and kicking.
197.
One leg at a time. Here he is, right on the corner of the hockey.
140. Nathan, you acquire 124.
Well, he obviously didn't
92.
need to go the ball route, but given his proficiency on it earlier on, might have been his best route, but he's left double 16 and knows he'll be back. But Bunting is going to be breathing right down the back of his neck.
180. Nathan, you acquire 32.
Double 16 to stay in the match.
Good
Nathan
shot
Aspinall
at top
finds it
leg.
top corner.
Nathan Aspinall.
One leg at a
30
time,
flags,
as you
Stephen
say, Mark,
Bunting.
and he's ticked one off the list.
So all he can...
Titus problems. He ranked his maiden Euro Tour win as the best. This might surpass it. However, not only does he have to raise his game, he has to hope that the bullet drops a level.
Well, he's on a finish after 9, and as he showed in that last leg, decided with Luke
96.
Humphries when it really
Stephen
counts.
Bunting
Bunting
136.
can deliver. Not going to do it here, but he knows he's got 6 darts, and the way he's thrown here, he might need them.
38.
That's not as good as it could have been.
Awkward finish that Bunting's left. Probably go back up to the 20s.
25.
Well,
Stephen,
that's a
you
darting
acquire
disaster.
98.
Stephen Bunting looks at 98. Treble 18. No match dart just yet.
78.
Well, they hit tops, and he'll be back for 2 10s unless
Nathan, you acquire
the Asps can raise the roof
157.
here. That last visit has left him with a mountain to climb. 3 perfect darts to keep him involved, and here's his race run. Is it Stephen Bunting's
22.
moment? Aspinall chucks
Stephen,
away
you acquire 20.
the last dart. The writing on the wall. Is it going to be glory
Good
on the European
shot
Tour for
at
Stephen Bunting? It is.
2025
The relief.
Elton
There
Safety
is no
Shoes
back-to-back
International Darts
European
Open
Tour win
champion,
for Nathan Aspinall, but for Stephen Bunting, he picks up his maiden European Tour title here in Riesa. He wins the International Darts Open. Warm embrace with two guys who are good friends on and off the hockey. Aspinall will be pleased for his fellow player, even though he'll be disappointed he couldn't make it. Back-to-back titles.